Guys, so let's see how we guys can play GTA San Andreas on our Mac. Okay, so to play GTA San Andreas, we just have to install one software known as Crossover. Okay, so I have tried with other methods as well, like playing with Whiskey, using Parallels for Windows, but any option doesn't work except Crossover. Okay, so now let's see how we guys can set up the crossover for our Mac. Okay, open the browser and you can just type this URL my-link.in/crossover. I will also going to attach the link below in this video description, and then you guys will go to the store. For example, I can just go with, let's say, this crossover plus plan. Okay, so you can even go with a lifetime plan. Okay, let's just purchase any one of the plan. You in case if you don't have your account, so you will see the option to create one account here. Okay, so in my case it's done. I will just set up the first name, last name, and make sure you put the email address correctly. Okay, your zip code and all these details you just have to put. Okay, and after you will going to do this, you just have to put your card details number. Also, you can just go ahead with the PayPal option as well. Just put the informations and then you have to click on this checkout button. Okay, so after you will going to do this, you will see this my order page, by the way. Okay, so you can just come to your my account. In case if you don't see it here, so you can just come from here my account. Okay, from your profile, and just go to the downloads. From here you guys will going to see the download option. Download this. Okay, download this version. So I can see, okay, so now I can see that it is now downloading. I can just go to the finder, just go to downloads. This is the crossover downloaded. Let's open this, double tap. You can just drag it to application here. Open this crossover. Let's open this. Unlock with the purchase information. Now whatever email ID and password you use while creating the account in the crossover, you just have to put that email ID and password here. So you can see this copy is now fully enabled. Okay, just search for Steam. Okay, if you want to. Okay, and from the Steam you can basically install the Steam file. So just click on the install. So make sure you just click on yes. It will automatically going to do the tasks for you. Click on next, choose your language. You can just choose the folder. Let's install it. Finish. Almost done, almost done. It's just extracting the packages. So after you will going to do this, you can see the Steam is ready. You can just open the Steam. So make sure you just go ahead and put your username, okay, and password. After you will do this, just click on the sign in button. Okay, let me just retry it. Okay, so now it will just going to send the code. Okay, you just have to go to your email of your Steam account. Okay, and in that email they will going to provide you the code, and you will going to see the Steam will going to open for you. So basically in your library, you can just go ahead and see the games which you can play. Okay, that's how we can just set up the crossover, and automatically it will going to set up the Steam for you. And from here you can just download the games which is supported on crossover, and you can play the games. First of all, go here, okay, to the Steam. Okay, and just exit it. So if you just come here to the crossover, you can just go to the Steam. So let's just turn it on. You can just try with both of them in which it will going to work best, but generally case this D3D metal basically works the best for the majority of games. Okay, so you can just turn this setting on. So just make sure that you just cross it, okay, and shut down your crossover completely, and then you can just restart your crossover from here, and make sure that all the settings which you have done is now 100% ready. Okay, so we have all these settings turned on. By the way, we have just set up the crossover, by the way. Okay, after you guys will going to do this, make sure you just go to the Steam and just launch your Steam again. Okay, make sure these are the settings which are right now tick mark. Okay, and let's see if in these settings the game will going to work or not. Otherwise, we will going to turn off the 3D metal and we will turn off the xvx version. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see how everything works. Okay, so now we have just started the Steam. You can just minimize it and let's wait for the Steam to load up. Okay, so whenever you use crossover for the Steam, so just don't be in hurry, everything will going to work. Okay, just have patience, but make sure that before you just go ahead and do anything. Okay, so just make sure that you first search for San Andreas. Okay, so just search for GTA San Andreas and make sure you just purchase this GTA San Andreas. Okay, so basically after you will going to purchase this, you will going to see in your library, you will going to see you will going to have the GTA San Andreas, the definite the definitive edition. So make sure that you just go ahead and install this particular game on your Mac. Okay, so just click on the install button after you will going to purchase it. Then it will just going to tell you that how much storage it is needed to make this game work. Okay, so make sure you just click on 1.34, that means sorry, make sure that you have a proper space available. Like recommended is this much of the storage, so make sure you have this much of storage on your Mac. Click on the install button and then just make sure that you just accept the legal terms and conditions. And after you will going to do this, you just have to make sure that you make this game download. Okay, so just make sure just download it. It requires 18.33 GB for me. Okay, so you can see that this game is now installing, right? So that's a very great thing. So just wait for it to get installed. And one more thing, I just want to tell you about my Mac configurations as well. So my Mac configuration is 64 GB of RAM, and I have Mac Studio with 12 core CPU and 48 GPU. Okay, so this is the configurations I have on my Mac. So in case if you just want to play the GTA San Andreas on your Mac, okay, so just make sure that your Mac configurations matters a lot. So the better configurations you will going to have on your Mac, your the games will going to work more better. Okay, so it's all about the configuration, by the way. For example, in my case I have a 8 GB RAM. Maybe in your case you might have 8 GB of RAM. Okay, in my case I have a 64, you may have 8 GB of RAM. So the performance compared to me, you will going to get the lower performance, right? So this factor always matters about CPU and GPU. So just make sure that in my case, of course, it will just going to work amazing. I will going to show you that. Okay, but let's just pause this video and wait for the game to get downloaded 100%. Okay, then we will going to see how it will going to work on our Mac. So guys, we can see that now everything is downloaded. Let's click on the play button first time and see that. Okay, so we just click one time and just wait. Okay, don't hurry about anything, it will automatically going to start, but sometimes at the back some kind of pop-up pops up. So that's why just make sure that at the back you don't see anything. Okay, otherwise you just have to wait at when you are going to launch first time. So at that time you may see that it will take time, but it will gradually going to start. Okay, so you can see connecting to Rockstar Game Services. Awesome, let's wait. By the way, we will going to do all the configurations like graphic and resolution, so that it covers our complete screen. Okay. Sync your games to Rockstar. Okay, ensure that your progress is across the multiple machines. Enable cloud saves. Let's wait now. So this is the only first time, okay, and after some time it will just going to start, very fast. But first time it will always going to show you something like this. Awesome, Rockstar games. Rockstar, okay. Rockstar game presence. A Rockstar North game. Wow. Oh, finally we are playing our game, San Andreas on our Mac, by the way. Okay, so just click here and then it will going to start. One more time click here and then it will just going to show you all these options. So just make sure that you just go to option, and from the graphics, make sure you just choose the appropriate option you feel is good for you. Okay, of course you can increase the frame rate, so it will just going to show you, but 60 is the max. Okay, so that's great. By the way, you can also change the resolution if you want. So maybe in your particular screen you may see that the game is not covering the full screen, right? So you can just try to twist the display mode and resolution, and it will going to solve. Okay, and no problem. And of course there are some controls, gameplay, and all these things which you guys can just check it out. Okay, and accessibility and so on. So these are the some options we have, and then you can just click on the start button, and boom, your GTA will going to start. Okay, Liberty City.
After 5 years on the East Coast, it's time to come home. Welcome to Los Santos Airport. What's up? Carl is sweet. What's up, sweet? What you want? It's mama. She's dead, bro.
So guys, you can see that game is working very smooth. And as I have mentioned earlier as well, that when you just play the games, okay, so it of course depends upon the configuration of the Mac you have. Okay, so the better configuration you will going to have on your Mac, better your games will going to perform. So in my case I have a M2 Max chip with 64 GB of RAM, right? um, and of course 32 GPU and 12 CPU. So that is the reason it will just going to work very smoothly on my Mac devices. Okay, but in your case, according to your configuration, it will going to differ the performance. But in my case I can see everything is working very great, and you can see everything is, by the way, very smooth. Okay, so you can see the game has started, and I can see each and everything. Okay, over here, let's see now. So by the way, in this definitive edition I can see the graphics, they have improved too much.
I'm here to bury my mom. Noted.
I guess now they will going to throw the CJ. Okay.
I live in Liberty City now. I'm clean. Legit. Nah, you ain't never been clean, Carl. What do we got here? This is a weapon, Officer Pulaski, that was used to gun down a police officer not 10 minutes ago. Officer Pendleton, a fine man, I might add.
Okay, so everything is working great by the way, guys.
Let you good thing we found you. Retrieve the murder weapon. That ain't my gun. Don't bullshit me, Carl. Yeah, don't bullshit him, Carl. What the fuck you want?
Let's try to play the game as well and see whether we are not facing any lag or what. But I guess everything will going to work great. Okay.
Y'all can't leave me here. This ballless country. I thought you said you was innocent, Carl. But you don't matter.
I guess now they will going to throw him. Okay, so I guess now finally game will going to start.
Oh shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. I ain't represented Grove Street in 5 years, but the ballers won't give a shit.
Okay, so I can see the arrow is there of my cursor. I don't know how to remove that. But apart from that thing, I can see everything is working great here. Okay, let's try to kill this man. We are poor in health, by the way. Okay, so I guess it should take that thing. Okay, it's he's not able to sit. Let's try to sit in the car. I guess there are some control options which we might don't know. Adjust, okay, mouse sensitivity, awesome, auto climb, restore defaults, gameplay, vehicle. Okay, so these are some options, I guess. Um, by the way, you can also play with your I guess your gaming controllers. But guys, one thing, in case even if it face any problem, okay, like right now the mouse has gone, so you can just restart your GTA San Andreas. So let's just click on the exit button. So basically from the second time it will just going to work fine. Okay, so what you can do is that you can just quit the game and just make sure you stop it, unsave data, just confirm it, let's stop it. And after you will going to do this, okay, so you will see everything will remove. It will show you the play option. Just click on the Steam, click on the exit button, and it will just going to shut down your Steam. Now again you can just start the game. So make sure that go from the Steam, double click, and just wait for the Steam to start again. Okay, so basically it will just going to solve all the problems. Okay, so it's just about it's starting the game again. So it will basically going to solve the majority of problems for you. So just wait for the Steam to get loaded, by the way. So it takes little bit of time because it just do the conversion, okay, from Windows to Mac. Okay, it's on. It takes time, by the way. Okay, like it has taken some time, but it will just going to start, so just do not worry about that. Let's cross this notification, just go to library and just play the GTA San Andreas again. Click on this play button. and let's make this game start again. Okay, so basically it will just going to solve your majority of the problem in the game, and then you guys are basically good to go. And in the second time it will just not going to take that much of time which it has taken earlier, by the way. So it's almost done. Just wait. Okay, so it will just going to connect. You can also minimize this, by the way, if you want to. By the way, you can also play the game with your controller as well, okay, if you want to, right? So right now I have turned on my controller, and let's see if we can play with the controller this time or not. Okay, it is starting the game. Come on, man, be fast. By the way, you can just click here, okay, to Rockstar Game Presence, and then it will automatically going to start the game. Okay, click here again, click anywhere you want, just click on the start button. Click on escape. Okay, if we will going to escape it, so I guess we cannot escape the game, by the way. Okay, it's done. So right now I'm with my controller. Move L to move Carl. Okay, so right now I'm playing with controller. Y. Okay, so this is Y. Oh, okay. Wow. So now you can say now it's working. Okay, move. Okay, so using this, it will just going. He will going to. Okay. So from. Okay. Okay, so now it's working, by the way. Let me just come here. Okay. So there might be some settings to go to the car, because generally we click on E button to go and sit on any car. Okay, there we have these cops as well.
Yes, Mom.
Okay, So basically guys, hope you guys can now see that how we can play GTA San Andreas on our Mac using the software, called a soft crossover. It's working very smooth on my particular Mac configurations, but as I have mentioned, it will of course going to differ on your particular device, okay, and of course your Mac configuration as well. Let's wait for the train. Okay, so now, so you can see, as you can see that it's working very smooth, very smooth on my Mac device, by the way. Okay, everything got sorted. Let's move to some other area, but let's quit the game, by the way, because my intention was just to teach you how basically to play GTA San Andreas on our Mac, and I have already taught you how everything works, okay. Oh, okay, so let's escape the game. Okay, so hope you guys have understood how we can play the GTA San Andreas on our Mac, and I have already taught you how you can stop the game properly. Just stop it, and after you will going to do this. So from the top, you guys can just go ahead and exit the game. Okay, so let's wait for it to get stopped. After that, just exit it, shut this down, and that's how it will going to work. So hope you guys have understood how you can play GTA San Andreas on your Mac.